Hello everyone, it's Fraser from Motormatch Chester here, and I'm very pleased we're doing a special video tour as I take you around this 2018 Honda HR-V that's just arrived here on site. This fantastic and very tech-filled luxury SUV boasts a 1.6 litre diesel engine with a manual transmission. Top all that off with the fact this car has only had one previous owner and has a very low mileage of just slightly under 13,000 miles, which for the age is absolutely fantastic. And this is one extremely well looked after example of a perfect vehicle. Jumping inside, you'll find there's an absolute ton of space in store, and the panoramic sunroof really does help it feel nice and airy inside. I can tell you firsthand that the full leather seats are incredibly comfortable and very easy to adjust into that perfect position. There's a similar story in the back with the panoramic sunroof stretching back here, and there's room for up to 3 passengers, again in that full leather comfort. You'll find tons of additional pockets for storage here, as well as an additional 12-volt port, so passengers in the rear can connect and charge their own devices. We can easily access the boot of this vehicle by simply lifting up underneath the Honda badge, where you'll find there's a ton of space in store. There's even an additional 12-volt port here, so you can connect some handy devices back here as well. And of course, you can always fold down those rear seats if you do want to extend this out even further. Jumping inside on the driver's side, and you've got all the controls you'd expect, like your central locking, mirror and window controls of course. You've got plenty of room down by the foot pedals, and the additional footrest is always a nice touch on those long road trips. Up above you'll find the eco control settings, as well as the lane keep assist and more. So this car does feature keyless start, no need to dig around in your pockets to get on the road. There you go, just simply press the button and away you are. As you can see, the dash is all the information you need to know at a single glance as well. And of course, we've got tons of steering wheel mounted controls, with all your menu options here on the left hand side for the media player, and on the right hand side you'll find all your cruise control options. Down below you'll find all your telephone controls, and on the right hand side additional menu options for the cruise control and so on. So as you can see, we have our touchscreen media display with navigation enabled at the moment, but we can easily flick through all the apps here. You'll find there's tons of ways you can play your own music, and through the radio player, of course we have DAB digital radio, and we have access as well to FM, LW and MW. As I was saying, there's tons of ways you can connect your own music, as you can see, either through a physical connection, wirelessly via Bluetooth, or via the CD player. And of course, connecting your own phone allows you to answer phone calls safely on the road. There's tons of additional settings here you can easily tune the whole thing to suit your own needs. Don't worry if there's something you don't like, there's probably an easy way to turn it off in these menu options. Overall, the system is very responsive, clear and easy to use. Just down below you'll find the dual zone climate control. This means the driver and the front passenger can change their temperature settings independently for one another, so no need to argue the car's too hot or too cold, everyone's here. And the heated seat functions with two-tone settings for the driver and the front passenger is also a welcome addition. Overall, despite how spacious it is inside the vehicle, I found the whole thing heated up and cooled down very quickly, so the system does get its job done very nicely, and the front and rear windscreen clearers worked exceptionally well. Got plenty of additional controls here, and of course this brings us onto our parking handbrake, and as we can see, our 6-speed gear stick for that extra power and efficiency. Popping the car into reverse enables the rear parking camera, and as you can see the guidelines also change as I turn the steering wheel, so it's very easy to move this vehicle just about into any space. And you can also change the perspective as well, so you can set some different camera angles. There's tons of additional storage in the centre here as well, including these fancy cup holders which will actually form to whatever you put in. So you can push them down out of the way if you want to make this as extra storage space and remove the divider in the middle. Or we can easily slot it back into place with the help of its magnets holds. And as you can see, I can press the button on the side and the cup holder snaps back into place. But if you say you have a large cup in the way, it will form around that, so any sort of size will sit in quite snugly. So you can fit some very large and very small cups very securely. There's also additional storage space underneath the lovely leather armrest, which of course is fully adjustable. And of course we can't forget the panoramic sunroof up above which has tons of controls and makes it very easy to use. So we can either close the roof itself or the cover on it independently from one another with the simple toggles here. The roof does open fully, so on these nice sunny days you can really let the air in. Alternatively, you can just lift it up a slight bit if you want that extra airflow, but maybe it's a bit too cold out. And of course, regardless of what position the sunroof is in, you can always close the cover, so perhaps if the sun's at an awkward angle, no worries. Just a single press and it will carry the whole way for you. Overall, if you're looking for a very efficient luxury SUV with tons of amazing specs in store, this is one I would definitely recommend. Sadly, that brings us to the end of this video tour. If you'd like some more information on this vehicle, you can go on down to the YouTube video description where you can find a link to our listings. And of course, you can always find us directly at www.motormatch.com, where we do provide a click and collect service. Anyway, hope you're all staying safe and have a great day. Cheers.